bonds have been a phenomenal trade. And I want to share something which we're super excited about. So in the coaching room, Chris shared this on March 12th, that things were going well. But what he also did was, hey guys, I promised on the last week of the coaching call that I'd post all my trades for the month of March. And so what Chris did, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time Chris has ever traded bonds, is Chris shared all his trades that he made using Bond Edge for the month, shared all the data, shared all the trades, and ended up making $40,000 for the month, and he shared everything. But what I want you to see is the consistency. Look at the consistency of the trades. You know, a little bit of a drawdown here, 11, 1, 2, but overall, pretty freaking reliable. Okay, it's a really high probability trade, but you do have to stay on the edges. So, oh, by the way, too, I know a lot of people, we trade differently here. A lot of times when I present, people are overwhelmed and they feel like, okay, I see there's something there. I don't really get it, but I'm interested, but I don't really get it. So he talks about, you know, definitely made several mistakes that cost me a few bucks. All of my trades were, as Jonathan always says, and this is the hardest thing for any traders, stay on the edges. So now let's talk about how we did it. Now, in order to trade like that, you need edge, right? You're not going to just be able to follow all these spreads without having some edge. It's just going to be extremely difficult. Let me show you Bond Edge. And again, I'll try to make it as straightforward as possible, but this needs to be learned. Hey guys, for those in the coaching program, how long does it take you to learn bonds? How long has it taken you if you're not there yet? Okay, Bob says a couple of months. Yotam says at least a year. Tim's 2 months in. Susan 4 to 5 months. Tenzin still learning. Okay, there's a learning curve. The options, and these lines, these thicker lines, that's the straddle of the at the money options. Okay, so this is the straddle for the at the money options, which are going to work as really big support and resistance. Last week, it didn't take out its straddle range. This week, the market is certainly trying. Look at this though. What's going on? ZN is underperforming ZB. You need to gain confidence and make your mistakes. Absolutely. I mean, without a doubt. But this trade works. Honestly, this is a trade that started Pablo off. So, but you can see here the disconnect, right? So write this down, guys. ZB is getting expensive relative to ZN. So ZB is expensive, ZN is inexpensive just in today's move. So I want to take off these cycles because then we're not going to need to use the implied volatility of that UB. Now we can look at a little bit more data. We'll look at 90 days of data. Are you guys okay? Does everyone follow along? Can I just get like a proof of life check? A yes or no? Honestly, again, I'm just trying to show you what's working for clients, what's working for us right now. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, but literally this is what I do all day long. Constantly, I'm just oil's up 12% now. Great. I constantly just keep going through this. Right now, here, I actually like this trade before the close. ZB is getting really, really, really expensive relative to everything else. So a trade that I've been doing, and I'll share it with you again. I want to always try to share as much as I can with you. I'm doing these today. I'm buying TLT puts today. You can get in at better levels than me. I bought these at 310 this morning. Sorry about my dog. I'm going out to June, guys. For members, this, I'll give you, usually coaching clients, I give a heads up, but this will be on the week ahead. I like these 160s. I like these 160s. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I'd like them before the close today as well. I do have a futures position where I'm short ZB as well. So futures traders, I love ZB butterfly. I like to be long the knob. I like to be short the bob. ZB is expensive, right? I mean, you guys can see that, right? If I go back to, November, even further, you can see, but also what I want you to do is put on that common sense hat. Every single time these relationships break down, that's a trade. And so right now, it's a pretty significant difference between these. And sure, this says 49,000. This says 40. This says 40, but we'd be doing them against one another. So we'd be doing a spread trade. And so I'll show you the exact trade once I move over to the spreads. Yotam, I would rather do TLT puts right now, but I also like doing bond spreads. I wouldn't, for me, I don't want to just do outright bond contracts to be short. I don't need the risk. I don't want the risk in this environment. I can make plenty of money through the options. Okay, so for those out there who are looking for a little risk, looking for a trade for the weekend, I'm not sure about your options knowledge, but if you buy these, if you buy one of them, it's $320. You can never lose more than 320 bucks. You can't. You can't lose more. You can make a whole bunch more, but you can't lose more than you invest. Okay? Very, very bearish TLT at this level right now, especially because of this crazy disconnect. Once this comes in, it's going to change really, really quickly. And so what we can do is if I enable this one, and then we just look at the bond, and we look at that relative to its neighbors, that would be the knob and the bub. It's actually the bob because it's 2 to 1. And you'll see the disconnect between these two. Okay? And if you really want to see the disconnect, I could take you back some time. How about them apples? That's trading, my friends. That's what we want to look for. Those are the opportunities that we want to look for.